welcome back. Well, it's been nearly 25 years. Sorry.
You had to
I
say
know.
it out loud.
Since we fell in deep love with TLC's Trading Spaces, hosted by my dear friend Paige Davis. It aired every Sunday night, featuring two couples. Saturday. Two Saturdays, yeah. Two couples redecorating a room in each other's houses. This is me imitating Paige giving the keys. Anyway, since Paige is our guest sidekick this week, come on. We had to look back at some of the most memorable reveals in the show's history to see what this one can tell us. Okay, let's get right to it because we have a lot to get to. First up, one of the most talked about designs ever. The room with the hay on the walls.
You said it smells good.
It smells great in here.
Well, open your eyes and see what it looks like.
Oh my God.
Oh, Baduda, this is great. It's pink.
That's the first thing you noticed was the ceiling.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not a kid room.
The wall is a little bit funky. I'm not sure about the straw action here.
Yeah. Well, legendary designer Hildy put hay on the wall. Okay, Paige, what can you tell us about that episode?
What I remember most, I didn't remember that I said it, but I remember most is that her first reaction was to notice the terracotta pink ceiling. I'm like, this is what you're seeing? It was just astonishing to me. And you hear what's very interesting to me is the first words out of her mouth are, "Oh, it's great." What does she say? "Oh, it's good. It's great."
It's good, yeah.
And I think that's so beautiful, actually, that she didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but then it starts to dawn on them, like
that
what
they
exactly?
have hay. No, honestly, because you love Hildy, Paige and Hildy are still friends. What did you think of that room?
I think it was a fail.
We'll be right back, everybody.
No. I think that what Hildy was going for is something it's still popular today, and it was very trendy at the time. Grass cloth wallpaper, that kind of like straw textured wallpaper, but you only have $1,000 to spend, so she was just going to do it with real straw. I think she thought it would come out.
Yeah.
I think she really thought it would come out.
And
it
did not.
Didn't.
No. Hildy was also responsible for this design, a beach theme featuring actual sand on the floor. Like, literally, part of the design was putting sand on the floor. Look at Paige. Your reaction to this, Paige?
I'm going to defend this one.
What?
They asked specifically, they wanted a party room, something that would be used for having parties. This particular room was downstairs in a basement with its own separate entrance to the outside. You did not have to go through the house or, in or out through the house to enter or leave the room. And I thought that it was really cool. It was like a pool cabana.
Wow.
And she tarped the floor.
You just successfully did that. You just defended that one.
She tarped the floor so that if they, wanted to take out the sand, the floor wasn't ruined.
Did they like it? I can't remember.
She thought she'd been Hildied. But, I thought that room was actually really, the thing I didn't like about it was the red and yellow.
Yeah, it was a little circus tent.
Yeah, sure, she did that too.
Yeah. Well, now another Hildy design, creating a kid-friendly room with concrete floors and one very odd paint color. Watch this.
I hope you like it. Open your eyes.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Look at the pink.
You saw that? Yeah. You know what? There's a lot of your touches in here.
We have to put helmets on the kids with the floor.
Are you concerned about the floor? But you know what? Somebody said you wanted to put down hardwood. Is that correct?
That's good. You prepared it.
You're halfway there.
I don't know if I like the wall color.
Oh.
I've changed some diapers that were that color.
Oh, no.
There's it before. No, that's not bad.
Oh no, this is the other room.
Yeah, the other
This is
rooms.
a different room.
Yeah. What did you think
You
of
know
that?
what? I think that may have been the very first episode of mine that aired.
That one?
That one, yeah.
The concrete
It's
floor
not
one?
It's not the first one I shot, but I believe it's the first one that aired of the first 4 that we did. You know what is the strangest thing about that room is that in order to gloss those stones on that fireplace, she used Pam. Does anybody remember that? Pam cooking spray.
She did?
She did.
Well, she had $1,000. Y'all had to make up some stuff.
That was the thing that I thought was the most weird. That was definitely one of the first 4 episodes I ever shot. And I think it's the first one that aired.
Let me ask a 37,000
wrong.
feet kind of broad question. The show took off, and that's a mild understatement. You were on the cover of TV Guide. You were on the cover of every entertainment magazine. You guys were at the top of the ratings. Because you're busy doing the work. You're busy shooting 40 episodes a season.
75.
75. When did you have an inkling? When did you and the crew have an idea that this had become more than a cable? I don't ever want to say just, but more than just a cable show.
Into my second season, which would have been the series' 3rd season.
Because you weren't the original host, right?
Correct. It was a woman named Alex McLeod, and sorry, Alex. Let's tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started realizing that we were getting recognized places and that it was successful. But, you know, we always kept that, well, later, I think we did start to get a little too big for our britches, trying to make the show different and fresh, but sort of losing ourselves, you know, adding more money, which is, what's the point? The whole point is we're doing it for nothing. Trying to create crazy rooms. You know, the thing that made the show so incredible was these rooms, whether you liked them or didn't like them, they were done in earnest. And the best reveals were the reveals where the person who maybe wasn't liking it at home, in the room, the people watching were going, why would you not like that? It's an amazing room, right? That was always so great. But
now,
anyway.
We left off one big one because tomorrow, Jeff, it's called the fireplace episode where a woman literally started crying, heaving off camera because they touched her fireplace.
This is the perfect example. I'll repeat what I just said a moment ago. Tomorrow, it's the perfect example of what I was saying.
That's tomorrow. We're going to take a break, though. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Ooh. Hey.